Howdy folks, welcome to episode 45. Today we're going to clean up this and see if we can finally get all of our gold made. Let's do this. Let's not like destroy the thing, destroy the tracks, but instead destroy the plants. Because plants are dumb. And they're always in the way, and who needs plants for anything, right? And so anyway, yeah, we're going to get this cleared out. Nice. And then see if we can get up to the other thingy. Is that one right there? That's one right there, yeah. That one's fine. That one's okay. Just gotta watch for ones on the ground. And as you can see, I have a helper here. So, it's like, you know, they know. They're like, oh, you're stuck here now. You're gonna be here for a while. You're not going to move. I know when you do this, when you start talking, you're not going to move. And you're stuck here, so I'm going to rub on your chin. Alright. Yeah, awesome. That's going to be cool. That's going to allow us to take the gold over to the... Whoa. Oh, that's the switch thing. Okay. That's going to allow us to take the gold over. And let's see if we got any more over here. Get this thing right here. I'm not taking chances. Not taking chances. It still would be cool if you could lay your own decor. It would be really cool to make like a tunnel, tree tunnel, and that kind of stuff. I'm sure I would use it to do something ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know which proportion of my audience was is still here from the Empyrean days, and how much, you know, how much of it is how many of you are. What proportion of you are like new to the channel since this game? Have only watched me play this game, but anyway, yeah, when I used to play Empyrean, I would do some pretty crazy, you know, I'd do some pretty ridiculous things just for the fun of it. See, this goes down and then comes back up. There's no reason for that to happen, but that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna run back along the track again, just in case we see another thing. Just in case there's another thing, we can catch it, maybe. We have another opportunity. What was that? Oh, that's the land right there. We have another opportunity to catch any plants that we missed, or rocks, or whatever. But yeah, when I used to play Empyrean, I would do ridiculous things, like I made, you know, a ship that you could bring inside the buildings. Made it small enough that you could fit it inside the buildings instead of running in person. You run in with you fly in with a ship and just blow everything up, and just, you know, build a base over the enemy base, over top of the enemy base, where you destroy everything except the enemy spawners, so that you can just make a little farm and, you know, farm the. It's just silly things like that. Oh, we did some ridiculous stuff. Didn't we build like a tunnel into the base? Didn't we do? We tunneled into the bottom of a base, and then broke in from the bottom. All kinds of, you know. I don't think I was as ridiculous as like Let's Game It Out, Josh. I don't know if anybody knows him. My kids watch him. Then he'll do stuff like, he'll spend like, you know, 16 hours. I wouldn't be surprised if he has like people that he pays to do this or whatever, but you know, he'll do stuff that it takes like 16 hours of grinding. Just sit there and click this over and over and over and over, you know. You get 1 point every time you do this, you know, and then he comes back and he's got like, you know, 6 million points. That, you know, it's some ridiculous, like somebody that's super rich in a game has maybe 6,000. He comes back with like 6 million, you know. It's just something ridiculous. But yeah, I used to do that kind of thing in Empyrean, and I really haven't done that in this. I mean, I did the little commercials. Maybe I should run some of those. I think I'll run some of those in here. What is this at? 4.5 minutes? Yeah. I'll run some of these, and I'll be right back. Taking logs from the camp to the mill takes fuel and time. Very inconvenient. So I made this. The design is very human. Allow me to demonstrate. Just activate the switch. Very easy to use. When driving a train, sometimes you forget to change the switch. You go past it and have to back up to go the right way.
Very inconvenient. So I invented this stopper. The design is very human. Allow me to demonstrate. Just press the button, and the train stops before the switch. Very easy to use.
So yeah, we're back, and I don't know if hopefully I remembered to edit those in. But anyway, yeah, that's about the most ridiculous things I did. That was fun though. That was a parody of the. I'm sure you're familiar with it. What is it? The words escape me at the moment. The design is very human. That's what it was. Very easy to do. It was great because it was all tropes, you know. All of those videos had the same keywords, phrases. You know, they used the same phrases and stuff over and over, and so it was fun because you can do that in any. I'm sure I would have done those in Empyrean too. You know. Oh, that was the other one. I did the fake teleporter because they didn't have teleporters at the beginning, and I made it look like they added teleporters to the game, just through the magic of through the magic of video editing. And then I did the stupid skit where I teleported and I was showing how cool it was, and then I'm like, go, and teleporting back and forth really fast, and suddenly, you know, my head's on backwards. In other words, I ripped off that scene from Spaceballs. Yeah. It was an homage. I wasn't ripping it off. It was an homage. See, there's a difference. If we can make it up this hill. Yeah, there was that one. I did the, I ripped off the, twice. Ripped off the scene from Spaceballs where you're doing now, and the screen is in the background, and everything you're doing is on the screen in the background, and Colonel Saunders is waving his arms back and forth, and Dark Helmet is all confused about what's happening. Where are we? When are we? Go back to then. When? Now. You missed it. When? Just now. Yeah, that one. You know that scene. Anyway. I still, to this day, whenever somebody asks me what time it is, it's now. It's now. Can't help it. All right. Let me see here. We need to drop off the tools. Let's drop off the tools. So that's going to be here. That's going to be these. So we'll pull up here. It doesn't feel like we're going 6. It feels like we're going really, really slow, doesn't it? A lot less than 6. Now, when we start trying to stop for this, then it feels like we're going way more than 6, right? We're going about 6-7 miles an hour. Okay. Anyway. My elementary kids are... I do elementary and high school. The high school kids don't care. I haven't heard any of the high school kids doing it, but the elementary kids are huge on that. And so I had them like groaning by the end, you know, I was just coming up with excuses. You know, how many stops do we have left? Oh, we got about 6-7 stops left, you know, and stuff like that. And they thought it was funny the first few times, but just drove it right into the ground, beat a dead horse, you know. Which, you know, I thought it was hilarious. That's what counts, right? But yeah, we just beat it right into the ground. Beat that dead horse. And they were like, oh, not again. You know. Why does that thing look like it's open? I think that one has it's not the one that comes down and you just open and close it, right? Okay, so that should be everything that we need to do all of them. See, that only 5, right? Why does it look like we don't have enough coal? Let's see. We'll see. We'll see what we got here. I'm curious if I just let this roll. What happens if I just let this roll? Will it roll off the tracks, or will it, like, come to a stop in the middle? at the bottom of the hill here. Because we don't have any brakes on. Let's see what it does. Should we see what it does? I can also just hop out and watch from a helpless distance, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's... Well, maybe. Oh, let's see. Because we haven't hit we haven't hit like the hilly part yet. Let's see what it does when it hits the hilly part. Because yeah, it's starting to speed up now. We'll see what... Let's check the gold mine. 15. So we get 4 every time. Yeah. 4, 8, 12. That's perfect. We even had one too many tools. Awesome. Does one of these have the brakes on or something? Because it's going really, really slow for being on non-level ground. There we go. I think it's picking up. Here, let's do this. Let's go check these brakes. We'll check all 3 of them because I swear it feels like we got some brakes on somewhere. No? There's no brakes on. Does this one have... Whoops. This... No? Huh, okay. I guess not. Let's see, let's go like this. Maybe the train is just that light. Alright, well, we're just going to leave it. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to go do this first. We need to bring this... You know what we need to do is we need to bring the other cars up for this to get the 100 ore out of here, don't we? So should we bring this one down to the other thing? Where should we put this? Where should we put this? Let's see. We need to put all these cars are going to go, because where's the next place we're going to need them, you know? That's what I'm looking at. What would be useful for that? See, it's picking up now, isn't it? Huh. Let's go watch. Let's go see what it does. I mean, worst case, I have to re-rail like 5 cars. That's not that big of a deal. I'm kind of curious. See if it stops on its own or if it just goes off the end. I mean, if one of them goes off the end, it's going to be bad enough to stop the rest of them. So actually, I'll have to re-rail 1 car. Nope, it's going to stop right there. It is going to... It's just going to go... Yep. Cool. Okay. It's a lot more friction than I expected. I like how the flags are pointing backwards even when it's going backwards. That's awesome. They're really awesome. Okay. So the next thing we're going to need is... This is going to be gold, right? We're going to take the gold ore... And we're going to take that to the gold smelter. Let's see the industries. The stamp mill. What's the stamp mill do? It takes gold ore. That takes the refined gold. Okay, so we do need to take it to the stamp mill first. We need water and coal. We're going to need 500 coal. Because, yeah, we're going to need 500 of each of these. Right? Well, we need to output 100. So we need 20 of each of these, don't we? No, we need to output 100 of these, and it takes 5 each. So yeah, actually, and that's 100, and that's with the whatchamacallit, so we need 50. Because we get 2 out, we get double the output because we're on easy mode. So we need 50 gold ore. Okay. And let's check the cars and see what we have that carries the gold. It would be really nice if you could do freight. There we go. Did the freight come back to the... Does the freight come back and show which cars? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. Freight doesn't show which cars is carried. Okay. So we just got to look at all the cars and figure it out, right? There's the way car. What is the input? Why is it? Is it me? There we go. It's good. So that shows. Those don't show what it. Well, that's kind of bogus, huh? All right. Should we use one of these? I mean, we could use this engine. We could put the freight cars on here. Why don't we do that instead of buying freight cars somewhere else and bringing them here, which doesn't make any sense. Let's go like this. We're going to go to the buy screen, and we're going to find which cars can carry the gold. I don't think this one can carry gold at all. I think you do need the big cars. That one just carries passengers? Okay. I thought it was a passenger-looking coach that carried the gold. You'd think these would allow you to do it too, but I guess not. Okay, and the hoppers don't. Water. That's just the moo water. Moose. The moo water. Crude oil. Meat. Tools, cattle. There's the. You can put gold ore in the gondola, the high side gondola. Oh, that's what I'm remembering. Okay, that's why I was remembering that, because it's the more expensive, the more refined gold that you put in those. So we need only the big gondolas. We can't put them in the smaller hoppers. It's only the large gondolas. And how much does the gondolas carry? It doesn't show. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go like this. That's the gondola, right? Medium, the big gondola. We can carry 20, so we need 5 of those. All right. And we don't have 5 of those because I know we have a couple of them, 1 or 2, but we don't have 5, right? Did we use those to... Those are the box cars. Where did we keep those? I know we left them somewhere on a track, right? Did we leave them up at the... Those are the water tanks. Nope, they're not there. And those are all the logging cars. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to figure it out here. Flat cars, high side gondola, high side gondola. Maybe we do have 5 of them. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have 5 exactly. What should we do with the hopper cars? Where are the hoppers going to go next, right? We need to... See, this is the part where... This is the part where I would do the... whatchamacallit? Where I would do all the... Where I don't like to do all the logistics, but we got to figure this out a little bit. I want to know where I want to put these cars. So let's, again, we're going to look at the industries, because I totally forgot what I was going to need. We need the stamp mill, and we need cordwood, water, and coal. Okay, so yeah, we are going to need the coal. We're going to need 50 coal, and we need water. Okay, so we're going to have to bring our water and cordwood things too. All right, let's go. So we aren't going to need those we aren't going to need these big cars up here, is the point. So let's take these, and we're going to park them to the side. Yeah, we're going to park them off on the side. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to come back this. Oh, you know what? I think we do need to drop. Let me see. Whoops, I don't want to toggle. Yeah, I do want to toggle the switch, but I want to look at this. Oh, we do have enough. Okay. Should I drop this one off there? Nah, let's not drop that one off there. Let's go like this. We're going to come back, because we just need to get all these cars out of the way. They're just in the way. We don't need to keep all these here. We'll figure it out later. So we're going to put those back on this. Yep, we're going to put them back on this thing. On the siding here is where we're putting them. Did we make a siding over here? No, we didn't. We just did the little loop around. The loopy thing. Okay. And we're just coasting. We're going to gently coast onto this. We'll try to keep it at 20. There we go. I don't want to go too fast around this. I mean, they are kind of pushing themselves around it too, so it's not that big of a deal, but there. We're just going to let this coast and do its thing. Wow. Yeah, that is a little excessive, isn't it? There we go. That's much better. Where's the engine? Okay, the engine's at the bottom, so we're gonna let it roll. Whoops. We're gonna let it roll. And then we'll go figure out our other cars. I think we might need one more coal car to get coal. I should have dropped off the... Oh, no. Yeah. We'll do that when we come up here. When we come up to here, we're going to drop off this coal car. We're going to get that coal car. So why don't we do this? We're going to tie this off. Should I... Yeah, let's do this. And because we got a little coal in here, we're going to use that. We're going to put this on the other siding here, so that when the other train comes by, you can back up and grab this one too, just so that it has more coal. I think. All right, and then we're going to swap that. There we go. And then once we get this past the fall here, there we go. We'll unhook, whoops, this one, and put the brakes on. And let's go like this, go forward. There we go. And then we're going to put this back. So let's go, whoops, I hit the wrong key. There we go. All right. And we'll go, what did it just do? Oh, that's weird. Huh. Oh, I hit V, that's why. I thought I hit F and I was inside the thing, but I only hit V, and I was just looking. Durr. Okay. Derp. There we go. Let me hook this back up. Very easy to use. All right. There's like a 50-50 chance that I'll actually remember. To do that. To put those ads in. The fake ads. Alright, okay. So, we're going to go down this way. This one keeps trying to rest on my arm. Just trying to rest her head on my arm. And every time I do something like that, I hit a key or whatever, I move my arm. And just, what are you doing? I'm trying to rest here. Stop doing that. Okay. So this one is what we want to do. Oh, good. This is the big one. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's amazing. I've got the same combination on my luggage. Yeah, so we're going to need, because those, how much capacity do these have? 0. It's not going to tell me. I don't remember if we have enough capacity because we need to bring 50. So let's go like this. We're obviously going to have to load this up. Yep. And there we go. And I need to make sure I know where the gold stamp mill is. Did it do it? Yeah, it's close enough. Where is the stamp mill? Because I keep thinking it's this one down on the lower right, but I'll bet it's not. I'm just keep looking at that and assuming it, but where'd it go? It's over here. There we go. See, that's the smelter. We don't need to go to the smelter first. We need to go to the stamp mill. That's the stamp mill. Okay, so we don't even need to go that far. All right. So we need to bring that and the water. And where is the water cars? Because we had water cars that we left parked over here. Yeah. And they're just water tank cars. And then where's the water tower? It's up here. Okay. Okay, so we'll do that on a separate run then. We are going to do the water tower on a separate run because that's not going to work here. All right, we're going to go reverse. And make sure I have the right switches here. And we're going to go up this way and around here and through there and back up to the... Okay, cool. All right. And then we're going to switch that, and then we're going to go. And we can even... There we go. We can even start speeding up on this one. Because this is a pretty short train, so we're pretty much going to go full speed. Do I have another? Yeah, I do have another. I'm too close. Too close to the engine. Much better. There we go. We can turn the bell off. So we're going to go around this corner and then take that way. Should we? Let's go like this. We're going to take this way this time. And make sure that all of our switches... Yeah, because if we go, yeah... No, that still works. Okay. I just want to make sure our new track still works. There may be plants that we hit or something like that on this. So we're going to do that with the shorter train rather than a longer one. Like that. See? You can see it right there. We hit that stupid thing? Of all things to hit, really? Of all the things we could hit, it was that. Here, let's see if we can even get to it. Is it really just that? It's just that stupid thing. All right. That was so dumb. Okay. And pretty much everything ran off the track. All right. So I like how right as I mention it, you know, that's when it happens. Oh, yeah. I did. Yep. All right. That wasn't an isolated thing. Okay. We just didn't even look at this one. I'm glad we did this with the shorter train, though. All right, we'll get rid of these. Oh, man. And I think this segment is the same, so I don't think the segment changed. I think we're good from here out. Yeah, okay. Let's go get this put back. And let's see if we can fit these. And this. And this. I'm not going to be able to fit it on there. So we're going to put it over here. And then we're going to move this one onto here. I saw a green. There was a green right there. Where was it? I don't think it likes that. Let's see. I don't think it liked it. Okay, we're going to have to move 2 of them. And then we're going to do this. We're going to back this up into these. Is that what we ran into? I think that's what we actually ran into. That was the one we ran into. It wasn't the cactus. Okay, that makes a lot more sense than that stupid cactus. All right, let's go like this. Generator. And we're going to back up. And then we're going to go like this. There we go. I know they all have their brakes on. So we're just going to pull these out. I know we're almost done here. Okay. We're going to pull these out to make room. And then we can bring these back. Come on. There we go. High side gondola. High side gondola. Just like pushing on the hand that I'm using on my WASD hand. And are these still on the tracks? These are still on the tracks. Okay, these are good. All right, so we just need to turn all the brakes off. And then everybody's hooked up. There we go. That. And we'll get them all hooked up and then we'll be done for today. There we go. Get them all put back together, then we can do our run across. Get our coal. I hope we have enough coal. All right. Go like this. Kind of thinking it would be fun to... Whoa. I don't want to hit them that hard, do I? I'm going to knock them off the track. Let's see. Let's make sure that they actually run. Yep, looks good. Looks like we got them all. Okay, cool. Well, that's going to be it for episode 45. Join me in episode 46. We're going to head over to the coal mine, get more coal. Hopefully we actually have enough coal there. We only need 50. So let's see. I mean, we probably should load up as much as we can because we're going to need to bring it to somewhere else other than the very corner. Why is it doing that? It does this every once in a while. Okay. Oh yeah, we have we got plenty of coal. Okay, we're good. So yeah, we're going to go get coal and then we'll bring that and go grab the gold ore and stuff. And yeah, join me in episode 46 and we'll see you then. Later.